when the subject of politics comes up,
Mm.
because it's very, very passionate, and everybody has their own idea about it, rather than potentially just being able to discuss it and say, okay, I see your point of view, and I'd like you to see my point of view.
Yeah, so I I've started to come to this realization, or it's not just recent. It's actually been I've been thinking about this for a while now, but it just seems to me that that individualism also gets in the way of us, like you said, coming to the table and talking and discussing
Oh
and
yeah.
coming to some sort of mutual understanding, coming finding some sort of common ground. And I wonder, and I'm gonna go there. I wonder, is it because of our Adventism that we want to be more right than other people?
Okay, so you're gonna have to say that again. It kind of froze up just a bit.
Okay,
Froze up on
so
the most important part of the question.
so it seems like we are still having some issues of connection here. So the question really, do you think it's just not just a cultural thing, but also even a tribal theological thing where we would rather be right and we stand on it rather than engaging in, I don't know, disagreements and trying to find that common ground? Do you think that being an Adventist in a way kind of gets in the way of that?
Okay, so maybe because when we lived in the Washington D.C. area, you had every Sabbath a choice to go to one of 20 churches, and pretty
Mm.
soon you found the church where people agreed with you or did not agree with you. But here, where we are now, your choice is really go to church or don't go to church. And so it's interesting to me to see, will people kind of come together and say, hey, politically, I maybe, but I'm willing to sit and hear what you say through it. Now, Lorna and I'm just going to say something weird about us. We're tanned Yankees. We have a pigment issue that maybe some others don't. And it's been such a pleasure to be at the church where people can feel free enough to say to us, hey, tell me your perspective on this thing, where maybe they would have never had that opportunity. And I told Lorna, let's be as honest as we can with them. And maybe, who knows, they get to know a friend who doesn't look like them, who came from a different type of culture, background from them, and they can